Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode. I'm Mike DeCreslis, one of the advisors with Green Private Wealth. If you're new to the channel and want to learn more about personal finance, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and turn notifications on to be sure that you'll never miss an episode. We put out content every month on a range of personal finance topics that you won't want to miss out on. Today, we're going to spend a little bit of time going over how you can supercharge your savings for retirement so that you can be sure you're on track to retire with confidence, comfortably, and live that retirement lifestyle that you always dreamed of without compromise. So before we get into everything though, I thought it's worth time pointing out that no two people are the same, and this same principle applies to retirement planning. It's really important that you take a look at your own individual circumstances and don't really get caught up in all the noise out there. Your plan is going to be a lot different than, say, your friends, family members, everybody that you know, just because your circumstances are different than theirs, right? So let's get into it with a couple of easy ways on how you can get started. So the first one really it's pretty straightforward, and that's just reviewing your retirement plan. Your retirement plan is your roadmap to retirement. If you do not have a plan put in place, you definitely need one. Essentially, it's like driving at night without having the lights on in your car and just hoping for the best. Just don't do it, right? So by having that plan put in place, it takes out the guesswork, right? So let's say you're right now, age 40, you want to retire at age 65 and you want to live off $100,000 a year in retirement for the rest of your life. Right? So essentially what the plan can do for you is look at where you are right now, age 40, and tell you how much you need to save for the next 25 years to be on track to be able to retire comfortably and live off of that $100,000 a year that you mentioned you wanted to. Right? So not having that plan put in place is just basically kind of putting away every month, each month amount that you can off each paycheck and just kind of hoping that you'll get there, right? By having that plan put in place, we find that it has people more motivated to save just because the destination is in sight, right? You know how much you need to save. You know that if you put away this much each month, each year, you're going to be on track to achieve that goal. And just we find that as a result of that increased motivation, that the savings happen faster. Right? So it's a really powerful tool having that retirement plan put in place, and it really just keeps you on track and holds you accountable to really meet those financial and lifestyle goals that you set out for yourself and want to have in retirement. So moving forward, after touching on putting the plan in place, next we're going to talk about how to invest the money to increase your savings. Right? So you're going to want to take a look at tax sheltered investment accounts like your RRSP, your tax-free savings account, as well as a great account to help shelter some money for retirement. And then if you're fortunate enough to have a group retirement plan through work, definitely something to take advantage of there. So we'll start with RRSPs here. The great thing about RRSPs is that based on your financial circumstances, of course, you will be more than likely entitled to a refund when you file your taxes the following year after doing your RRSP contribution. So what we recommend people do with that refund is either take it and top up your tax-free savings account, or if you've maxed that out already, you can even put it right back in your RRSP. And what that does is it just kind of snowballs your savings and kind of just builds that momentum and has them building up faster. Right? So we find this is a really powerful way for people to really double up and build their savings that way. And so going back to what I was saying about the TFSA or the tax-free savings account, what's great about this is that when you put the money in there, all that growth is going to happen tax-free. And then when you take that money out for when you need it, either before retirement or in retirement, you don't pay any tax on that. It does not get any better than this. It's one of those rare gifts that CRA is going to give you. And definitely take full advantage of that and max out your tax-free savings account. The next one that I touched on at the beginning too is, like I said, if you're fortunate enough to have a group plan through work, and let's say they're willing to match 3% of your contributions to that, we recommend you take full advantage of this every time, right? That's free money from your employer. Don't leave it on the table. If they're willing to match 3%, you put in 3% and take full advantage of that as well. It can be very powerful if you look at the long-term savings from just putting that in and matching. Okay, so moving forward, the next one, Sounds simple enough, but working with an advisor. Never underestimate the value of good advice. There's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to retirement. It's a lot of stress involved. When you work with a trusted advisor, you can really be sure that no stone is unturned. They're going to really look at all your options for you, make sure you're using the best ones available to you, and maybe even point out some options you didn't even know were out there. It's an advisor's job to really help you navigate through this transition and really just kind of take some of that weight off your shoulders when you go through it. The last thing you need to be stressed out about when you go through retirement is the financial aspect of it, right? It's a big enough transition as it is. By working with an advisor, it just really helps to take away some of that stress. So, all in all, these are 3 simple yet just powerful ways to boost your savings for retirement. Planning for retirement, like I said, it's a really stressful thing. We've helped plenty of people go through this, so we're really experienced with that and helping them navigate on that journey. And like I said, the biggest thing here is just really, it's our job here to help take away some of that stress from you as an advisor. So definitely lean on your own advisor, or if you have questions, you want to reach out to us directly as well too. Please don't hesitate. Reach out to us through Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Green Private Wealth. We're happy to answer any questions that you have and help you through this transition. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.